Right now, I want to welcome to the program the CEO and founder of Gun for Hire at Woodland Park Range in New Jersey. Anthony Colandro is with us. Anthony, how are you, sir?
Hey, Cam, how's everything going, man? I'm good.
I got to say, it sure sounds like you're pretty good, Anthony. I mean, Gun for Hire, you guys have been a big part, a huge part of the Second Amendment community there in New Jersey for a number of years, but y'all just keep getting bigger, and I'm kind of amazed, Anthony, at how you're able to do this in such an anti-gun state.
You know what? It's not easy, but I come from the philosophy that only dead fish go with the flow. So when you tell me I can't do something, I come back and I do it twice. We're expanding the range. We had 19 ports and 15,000 square feet. In a few months, we're going to have a total of 66 shooting ports over 76,000 square feet in New Jersey.
In North Jersey, Anthony.
14 miles from Manhattan.
Again, this is astounding, and I imagine that within the Second Amendment community, certainly, I think your range is well known. You have a wide variety of local residents. You even have celebrities show up at your range, don't you?
A ton of celebrities. James Hetfield from Metallica shoots there. Roger Taylor from Queen. We even have anti-gun Bon Jovi and Rachel Maddow shoot at my range.
Wait. Like on a regular basis?
Yes, they come in from time to time with friends and family to shoot.
I had no idea. Yep. Wow. I need to just hang out at your range for like a week, Anthony.
It's the old good for me, but not for thee type of thing. So yeah, but I'll take their money, and that's fine with me.
Well, hopefully, maybe through osmosis, they'll actually learn about constitutional rights being for everybody.
I hope. I'm in a free state right now. I'm in Alexandria, Virginia. I'm at the NRA board meetings. Pete Brownell was kind enough to appoint me to 3 committees, so I'm down here, lending my ear and telling people, what we need, what kind of help we're going to need, because in a few days, we're going to have the coronation in New Jersey. The new governor, Phil Murphy, his 5-day coronation started today. So it's going to be an interesting ride for us the next 4 years in a garden state.
And let's talk about that a little bit because, Governor Chris Christie has been, for gun owners, as good a governor as y'all have seen in recent times. Governor Governor-elect Phil Murphy campaigned saying, I'm going to undo everything that Chris Christie did when it came to gun control. All of the bills he vetoed, I'm going to sign. All of the pardons that he issued, you won't see any of that from me. New Jersey has never really been, particularly friendly to gun owners, but it's about to get a heck of a lot more hostile, it sounds like.
Yeah, we will be the battleground state now, because you got to remember, for all your listeners out there in free states, what happens in New Jersey doesn't stay in New Jersey. You can just look up the Lautenberg Act if your listeners have any free time. But, Christie wasn't pal, but in 8 years, there was over 80 anti-gun bills introduced. The ANJRPC, the state association that I'm vice president of, and Scott Bach, NRA board member, is executive director, we got them to knock 70 bills off of the platform, and 10 went to Christie's desk, and he vetoed all 10. And now our legislators, they're introducing bills. One just came out today. They want to take us from 15-round magazine to 5-round magazine.
Wow.
Yep.
And is this type of legislation that we've seen in California, Anthony, where there would be no, grandfathering in of existing magazines?
There's no such thing as grandfathering in New Jersey unless it's a social welfare program.
So the legally owned magazines that, 1 million New Jersey gun owners have, they would be criminals if they kept possession of those magazines.
Correct. Everything will have to be destroyed or turned in, or you'll be a felon. So we're getting ready. We're ramping up. I'll be spending a lot of my time in Trenton. I might even have to get an apartment down at the State House.
And, Anthony, when you talk about what is coming down the pike here with all of these restrictions, are you concerned? Obviously, you're concerned about the gun owners across the state of New Jersey, as your work with the Association of New Jersey Rifle and Pistol Clubs attests. But how concerned are you about your business, about your industry, about range operators? Do you think that the state is going to try to cut down on and crack down on gun stores as well as gun ranges?
For sure. I mean, we already have a gun a month in New Jersey. You can only buy one handgun a month, which is basically just gun rationing. It doesn't do anything to lower crime. So I'm expecting to see legislation to make it harder for people to go to the range and practice. See, what our legislators fail to realize is guns aren't going to go away, and people need a safe environment to practice and take classes. So they think they're going to press a magic button and shut down all the ranges, and somehow all the guns are going to disappear. It's not going to happen. And I can tell you, I'm friendly with the majority of the gun range owners in New Jersey, the public and private. We're not going down without a fight. I mean, I employ 60 people right now. My expansion's not done. 40 of them are veterans.
Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, I have to worry about this.
Yeah.
We pay exorbitant taxes. We contribute to the community. We range out to the Boy Scouts. The Girl Scouts sell cookies out front. Everybody comes in for their civilian marksmanship, certifications. I mean, where are people going to go if you're going to shut me down? So it's going to be a long, hard battle. But you know what? We've prevailed for years. I've been in this game since 1992. And I can tell you, even though we didn't get the vote out and get rid of Phil Murphy, we're all going to fight right to the bitter end.
Oh, I have no doubt about that. And, having had a chance to spend some time with New Jersey gun owners over the years, I know that y'all are a passionate lot. You are devoted to the Second Amendment. You're devoted to protecting your rights. And frankly, at this point, securing your rights in New Jersey, not even protecting them, just making sure that they're recognized. And when you talk about these efforts, I think you're absolutely right. You can get rid of the ranges. You could ban gun ownership in New Jersey tomorrow, but you're not going to get rid of the firearms. Some of the most violent places in New Jersey are places, Anthony, where there are no gun stores, there are no ranges. I mean, if you look at in Camden, New Jersey, not Camden County, but Camden itself, there are no ranges there. There are no gun stores to go to. Downtown Trenton, you're not going to find a range there. If you want to see a responsible gun culture, well, you've got to have those opportunities for people to know and learn how to be safe and responsible gun owners.
Kim, I let over 30 police departments use my ranges before we open in the morning to qualify their police, because all of the other ranges have been shut down where police qualify for EPA or whatever. There's 33,000 NYPD cops. At least 5,000 come to my range to shoot with their friends, families, and significant others, because sworn police officers in New York can't take their wife to the range and transfer a firearm to them to shoot. Their significant other has to go through the whole permit process and take a safety class before they can touch a firearm. So the 5 boroughs, 9 million people, all of their sworn police officers have to drive through the tolls, the bridges, and tunnels to come to my range to shoot and practice with their friends and family.
That is asinine. I mean, again, it's great for you, but it's absolutely asinine. And we were talking earlier in the program. This is not just related to New Jersey. I mean, Saginaw, Michigan, right outside of Saginaw, there are like 3 small towns. They were looking at getting like 10 acres of land, building an outdoor range. This would be used by, I believe, 3 different law enforcement agencies, and then it'd be open to the public. And it got shut down. It was rejected yesterday, basically because of the not in my backyard mentality from some of the folks in the area who didn't want it. And you've got the police chief in one of these localities, begging for a place to go and train officers, trying to point out, you really do want law enforcement officers to have as much training as possible. That's a good thing. But there is such hostility, it seems, exhibited by many folks towards having a range. Maybe theoretically they're okay with it, but they don't want it where they live.
Well, when my range expansion is done in a few months, we're going to have over 100 police departments using the range.
Wow.
And when we have to go to Trenton, I'm going to call those 100 police chiefs up, the 100 town administrators and the 100 mayors, and say, your government is trying to shut my range down. Are you all coming with me in Trenton? Are you all coming down with me to voice your opinion, to protest this? So hopefully that'll be a bit of a leverage point for us.
Absolutely. Talking again with Anthony Colandro, the CEO and founder of Gun for Hire Woodland Park Range in New Jersey. So when do you expect this expansion to be finished, Anthony?
Probably May, Cam. The exterior's done. All the doors and windows are in, and now we're fitting it out. We had a 15,000 square foot footprint with 19 ports. The expansion is 56,000 square feet with an additional 47 ports over 2 floors. So the buildings are adjoined with a common wall. It's on 3.5 acres. So hopefully it'll be done late spring, which will be good because April will be the 5th anniversary of opening the Gun for Hire range. So it'll be a nice tie-in.
That's amazing. Why did I think that you all have been around for more than 5 years?
I started Gun for Hire in 1992, working out of other public ranges.
Okay, that explains it. Because I was going to say,
I decided to have my own range, build a range. My partner Tom O'Byrne, he had the property, and we built this spectacular place. And it's funny, Cam. I can tell you, I'm so close to New York. On the weekends, my range looks like a combination of the United Nations and Noah's Ark. There's literally every size, shape, and color shooting in my range, and sexual preference. And as a Second Amendment advocate, I love it because when they come in, we change their opinion. The media, press of what 50 years of indoctrination of what gun owners and ranges look like. And as an advocate, if those people leave after an experience at my place, even if they're neutral to the cause, to me, I consider that a win.
Yeah, it is eye-opening. We talked with Tony Simon, who runs the diversity shoots there. Does he still run the diversity shoots? Out of your range, exactly. And it was so great talking with Tony and to recognize that, and I think that this is true for a lot of the New Jersey gun owners that I've met, Anthony. You do realize that, okay, it's not just a matter of thumping my chest and saying shall not be infringed. I live in a place that is hostile to me exercising my right to keep and bear arms. So I need to be able to explain to folks why this right is important. I need to be able to show individuals who gun owners really are. When you live in a place like New Jersey, you are a salesperson for your rights, that you have to be.
Tim, I get African-American members of my range that come in to shoot, and I say to them, when you close your eyes and think of a gun owner, you don't think of yourself. That's not the stereotype. And they're like, no, Elmer Fudd comes to mind. And it's amazing, 40 years of the media indoctrination that everybody has that same stereotype. I have women come in the range and they're like, oh, the place was so clean. It was so well lit. Your employees weren't as fat as I thought they would be. I mean, think about that. I mean, again, we're all supposed to be low IQ, flannel shirts, camouflage suspenders, and, God's guts and country hat or something on us. And we don't fit that stereotype. We have women range safety officers. We have women in the retail and the concierge area. So it's my calling in life to be a Second Amendment advocate and turn people's hearts and minds. And again, we're not going to go down without a fight in New Jersey. Phil Murphy, we're going to keep him busy.
Anthony Colandro with Gun for Hire. Listen, we're going to keep you busy as well because we want to have you on the program talking about this fight throughout the year.
Thank you, Cam. Anything you need, reach out to me.
Anthony, thank you so much for everything you do, sir. It's great talking with you today.
You too. Be safe.
You too. Anthony Colandro joined us from Gun for Hire, Woodland Park Range in New Jersey.